Del Boy Army, what is going on? Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, I want to say thank you to EA. I'm not going to take any credit for it. I obviously don't think they've just been listening purely to me, but I think the community has been complaining a lot in the first couple of weeks of the game, and the last week of content has been fantastic from EA. So in this video today, we're going to talk about the content, why I think this is good from EA, why I want to see a lot more of it moving forward, and just a general discussion about FC24 so far. So it was probably about 10 days ago, maybe. I remember complaining, saying, just what is going on with the content so far on this game? It was more non-tent. For about 2 weeks, the game had been out, and we'd barely seen anything. I'd say 2 weeks in terms of, are you sick to death of getting out-teamed on FC24? Want that God Squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. Based on the Ultimate Edition, because that's when a lot of people started playing the game. There was barely anything. There was a few player SBCs, but they were generally useless. Cards that wouldn't get in anyone's team, never mind a good team. And it just wasn't exciting, wasn't engaging, wasn't something that anyone really cared about for the most part. But I want to give praise and credit where it's due to EA. People before, sometimes in my stream, on my videos, say, Zell, why are you moaning? Like, well, just don't play the game or something if you don't like it. There's a few elements to it. The first one, it's my job. I just putting it bluntly, I earn money from doing this for a living. Not everyone loves their job every minute of the day. And if I don't play, I don't earn money. Simple as that. On the other side of things, I really love this game. I love that I've been able to do this full time for 6 years. I love making content for you guys. I want the game to be the best it can be. I'm not just sat here complaining for the sake of it. I want this game to meet its potential and to be a great product, a great video game that I enjoy, that we all enjoy. I don't just want it to be a game that only people who spend tens of thousands of pounds can enjoy. I don't want it to be a game purely for people who just spend no money can enjoy. I want it to be a great all-round game with content for everyone. Makes my job easier, makes me enjoy it more, makes you guys enjoy it more. The better the game, the better it is for everyone, the better it is for me just doing this as my job. So I never complain about this game for the sake of it. I don't want to sit moaning or complaining. I want it to be the best it can be. So that's important to know. And when I think there's reasons to complain and I don't think it's good, I'll try to be reasonable. I'll try to explain it. I'll try to come up with solutions if possible. And when I think there's credit to be given, I'll give it. And the last week, it's been brilliant. Some of the best content I think I've ever seen early on in a game related to FIFA. Obviously, it's FC now, but may as well be still FIFA. This is my team. I started it as a full-on road to glory, not spending anything. I did put 12k points in last week because I wanted to get open some of those untradeable packs. I think with the SBCs they've been releasing, these untradeable packs are pretty decent value in terms of what you can work towards. My team though, it's worth near 2 million coins if you added the value. I think tradable, I've got over 1 million. You can see the first owners, they're all untradables. But if you added the value of all my players up, it's not far off being worth 2 million. And I've not spent that much on the game at all. I've grinded lots, I've done squad battles, which I've never done before. I've played Weekend League, of course, did a few drafts, done rivals, I've done everything I can, but I've not done any trading. I've had okay pack luck, nothing special, I would say. And my team's worth quite a lot. So the first port of call where I really want to give EA credit, and I did give credit earlier to this, but this was the only area of content that I was pretty happy with. The season objectives, milestones. There was lots of 100k packs you could get here. It's very, very easy on this game to go and get a very solid, decent meta team from the beginning. That is great, and I respect EA for doing that. I do think the elite players are still a bit out of touch, and I wish EA would do something to address that. But the objectives and being able to get decent packs, great. The season pass. I have never, in the 3-4 years that they've had these seasons, ever completed one. And that's someone who's played thousands of games every year. I've never completed one. Credit to EA. The objectives are miles better this year. It's so much easier to get it. I've done it with 2 weeks to spare. And it's not just it's easier to level up. The packs, the play options. I went for the pack. Got pretty screwed, to be honest, with a pack. It was pretty awful. But regardless, the player options at the end, they're not bad. You can see what you're getting. I don't think they're great. I think the playstyles could have made this Cunha a really good card. If Cunha had really good playstyles, he would have been really good. But these are good options still. It will fit a lot of people's teams. And even if you have a really good team and don't want these players, or they don't fit your team, these packs are pretty good. You can't just have guaranteed packs that give you 10 icons or something. I get that. I wouldn't complain at EA for doing that. But in the past, the packs were generally useless. These packs, very, very good. And the SBCs, which we'll get to, that they've delivered in the last week, a lot better. So credit to EA. The season pass, that's made me enjoy the game a lot more. I do wish there was something at the end of the season, like the fact that you could... I've done everything, to be fair. Most people won't have. But I've done it with 17 days to spare. I would like if you got surplus XP. You could get a few packs, not necessarily 86 times for every time, but they would give you some more packs that you could get. I think that would be good. The store packs, I think they've got a bit sellout with them, but I do think there's been some cool new ideas with the packs. I like getting more loads that you can use in friendlies. The objectives in general have been pretty easy to grind, not too crazy. We'll look at the SBCs towards the end, but the promo team, I've seen people complaining, saying, oh, the promo team's just ridiculous, you can't have this many good players. EA can't win generally, can they? I would much rather have lots of great cards in the promos than one good card and the rest being useless that no one's ever going to use. This Trailblazers promo has been sick. Absolutely brilliant selection of cards. You've got so many top tier ones. Obviously, they're not very affordable, which I do think is an issue that EA need to work towards. But there's been lots of decent value ones too. This MLS pair, Acosta and Wagner, great. Gea's good. Henderson's signed for the Saudi League. Mitoma, very good Premier League player. Very good female player in the women's MLS. Di Lorenzo, great. Mkhitaryan, great. Lots of very solid options. And I want EA to keep releasing good options. That makes the promos more hype. I do think a way that EA could massively fix the promos and the inaccessibility of them is add at least one player pick in Champs where you get a Trailblazer or a current promo. I think that would be great. But the main place I want to give credit for is the SBCs in the last week. There's even been some like puzzle ones where you get some decent packs from it. Don't get me wrong, Son and Liao, overpriced. I don't think they've been fairly priced. Some SBCs aren't going to be great. This Rodrigo one, though, very good value. I do think you have to bear in mind with these SBCs as well, even if the cards don't look fantastic value, we're getting so many packs from seasons, player picks from Champs, Elite Division if you're in Elite Division rivals, that you're getting lots of options to get untradables. One of the best value SBCs I think I've ever seen, especially considering it's early on in the game. Where is he? I've completed him. So Laurent Blanc. Laurent Blanc, if you've not done him, he's debatably the best centre-back in the game. To get debatably the best centre-back in the game for 400k worth of assets, like I said, I've not spent much on the game at all. I've opened a few of those untradeable things, but I was able to do Blanc without spending any coins, just from the fodder that I had in my club. Obviously, I could have used it in future SBCs, but the fact that I've got so much fodder purely from grinding the game shows how accessible an SBC like that was. And I've got a top tier icon centre-back who, in my opinion, is just about the best centre-back in the game right now. And he gives great chemistry links. That was a very good SBC. The Max Hero, I got the worst pull possible. I accept that's part of lottery SBCs like that. It was good value. SBCs like that are good value. I love that. I do think these should be tradable, by the way. But there's been a lot of different player options. Not all of them have been great, but there's been options across different leagues. I like that they're already giving us good icon SBCs. The player of the months, I do see why people might be a bit frustrated if they're getting Trailblazers now, but you do have to remember these are untradeable options. You're going to have to pay tradable for the Trailblazer ones. Declan Rice, very good meta Premier League CDM. Really good value on this card. Definitely recommend him to a lot of people if you play Prem. I am tempted to do it myself. Super Sub, Ismail Assar. And just caught a lot of decent SBCs. Like I said, they're not all the most affordable, but there's been some good variety. So I don't want to sit, like I said, I don't want to sit and just complain about it yet. There are plenty of issues I can still talk about with this game. But the last week, it's been really good content in my opinion. I'd give it like 8, 9 out of 10 content. If we get content like this all year, and they keep giving us rewards that allow us to build towards it and not have to spend stupid money, it's going to be a much better game. I accept that it's always going to have a lot of pay to win on this game. I accept if you don't spend stupid money or get ridiculous pack luck, I'm probably not going to get R9 early on in the game. I don't like that. I think you should be able to grind like mad and be able to get whatever card you want at a reasonable time. But that's just not the game we live in or the world that we're playing. The game that we're playing or the world we live in. But you get my point. I like the content. It's been an improvement from EA. It's a thumbs up from me. What do you guys think? Do let me know in the comments. As always, appreciate you guys' support. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.